हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू एसएन एकेडमी। लास्ट क्लास में हमने देखा था 20 सितंबर से लेकर 23 सितंबर के करंट अफेयर्स को। आज का क्लास में हम डिस्कस करेंगे 24 सितंबर से लेकर 27 सितंबर तक के सारे करंट अफेयर्स के नेशनल और इंटरनेशनल न्यूज़, जो कि बहुत बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है आपके कोई भी एग्ज़ाम को क्रैक करने के लिए। लास्ट क्लास का जो भी लिंक है वो डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में दिया हुआ है, तो ज़रूर आप देखते रहिए। सो आज का क्लास शुरू करते हैं। आज का पहला न्यूज़ है, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ बायोटेक्नोलॉजी लॉन्चेस प्रोग्राम फॉर क्लिनिकल ट्रायल रिसर्च। ठीक है, सो इट्स बेसिकली फॉर स्ट्रेंथनिंग क्लिनिकल ट्रायल रिसर्च कैपेसिटी इन नेबरिंग कंट्रीज। द प्रोग्राम विल हेल्प नेबरिंग कंट्रीज एंड टू बिल्ड कैपेसिटीज फॉर कोविड-19 वैक्सीन ट्रायल्स। ठीक है, the objective of this training would be to support researchers and investigator teams to enhancing and strengthening their clinical trial capabilities for conducting clinical trials in compliance with ICH-GCP. ठीक है, ICH-GCP का मैं फुल फॉर्म आपको बता रही हूँ, इंटरनेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस ऑन हार्मोनाइजेशन गुड क्लिनिकल प्रैक्टिस। सो जो कोरोना के लिए जो भी वैक्सीन का ट्रायल हो रहा है, इसके दौरान ये क्लिनिकल ट्रायल को और स्ट्रेंथनिंग देने के लिए ये बायोटेक्नोलॉजी डिपार्टमेंट ने ये प्रोग्राम लॉन्च किया है। नेक्स्ट है, फॉर्मर रेबल लीडर इशामिल टोरोमा इलेक्टेड एज बोगनविल प्रेसिडेंट। सो फॉर एन ऑटोनॉमस रीजन ऑफ पपुआ न्यू गिनी। बोगनविल एक कंट्री है जिसका कैपिटल है बुका आइलैंड और इसका करेंसी है PNG कीना। नेक्स्ट, UNCTAD प्रोजेक्ट्स इंडियाज GDP एट 5.9% इन 2020। UNCTAD का फुल फॉर्म है यूनाइटेड नेशंस कॉन्फ्रेंस ऑन ट्रेड एंड डेवलपमेंट। It has predicted that the GDP of India will contract by 5.9% in the year 2020. For the year 2021, UNCTAD projects the India economy to grow by 3.9%. The projection was made in its Trade and Development Report 2020. Important कीज मैं बता देती हूँ। UNCTAD का हेडक्वार्टर जो है वो जेनेवा स्विट्जरलैंड में है, जेनेवा स्विट्जरलैंड। इसका हेड है मुखीसा किटवी and UNCTAD founded on 30th December 1964. Next, the Reserve Bank of India has appointed A.K. Dixit as the new administrator of the Punjab and Maharashtra Cooperative Bank. PMC का full form है Punjab and Maharashtra Cooperative Bank. He has replaced J.B. Boria, who has stepped down from his role as the administrator of the bank due to health reasons. In September 2019, the RBI had suppressed the board of PMC Bank due to fraud and financial irregularities in the PMC Bank. PMC Bank founded on 1984 and its headquarters in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Next, 72nd Emmy Award 2020 announced. It basically marks the beginning of Hollywood's first major show in the time of COVID-19. The ceremony was hosted by Jimmy Kimmel at an empty theater in Los Angeles, with cutouts of the nominees placed in the audience. मैं इसके जो विनर्स की लिस्ट है उनका मैं कुछ नाम आपको बता रही हूँ। ड्रामा सीरीज में है सक्सेशन, सपोर्टिंग एक्ट्रेस में है जूलिया गार्नर और लीड एक्ट्रेस है जेंडाया फॉर यूफोरिया मूवी के लिए, और लीड एक्टर है जेरेमी स्ट्रॉन्ग फॉर सक्सेशन। नेक्स्ट, प्रधानमंत्री मोदी in Time Magazine's 100 Most Influential People of 2020 list. The magazine has released the Time 100 Most Influential People list 2020, and Shri Narendra Modi is the only politician on the list. He has been named in this for the 4th time since coming in power in 2014. The list has named people in 5 categories: pioneers, artists, leaders, titans and icons. The following Indians have also been named in this list. Professor Ravindra Gupta, pioneer, is a professor of clinical microbiology and has worked for the cure of HIV. Ayushman Khurrana, artist, and Bilkis, he is an icon from the Dadi from Shaheen Bagh. सो चार लोग इंडिया से इस बार टाइम मैगजीन के लिए इन्फ्लुएंशियल पीपल ऑफ 2020 के लिए इंडिया से रैंक किए हैं. पहला नाम है नरेंद्र मोदी जी, सेकंड वन इज प्रोफेसर रविंद्र गुप्ता एज ए पायनियर, एंड थर्ड वन इज आयुष्मान खुराना एज ए आर्टिस्ट, एंड बिल्किस इज एन आइकन, दादी फ्रॉम शाहीन बाग. नेक्स्ट, इंडियाज a 70-year-old girl, Khushi Chindalia, has been appointed as Regional Ambassador for India by the United Nations Environment Programme, UNEP, United Nations Environment Programme. In her new role, Khushi will raise awareness about climate change and the importance of environmental conservation and the need to safeguard environmental treasures. She will work with the TEG on various environmental awareness program till February 2021. UNEP का हेडक्वार्टर का लोकेशन है नायरोबी, केनिया में. इनका हेड है इंगर एंडरसन और UNEP फाउंडेड ऑन 5th June 1972. नेक्स्ट है DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organization, has conducted a successful flight test of Abhyas, a high-speed expendable aerial target from the interim test range Balashore in Orissa. Abhyas can be used as a target for evolution of various missile systems. Abhyas has been designed and developed by the Aeronautical Development Establishment of the DRDO. ADE का full form है Aeronautical Development Establishment. DRDO का चेयरमैन है डॉक्टर जी सतीश रेड्डी एंड DRDO हेडक्वार्टर्स लोकेटेड इन न्यू दिल्ली. नेक्स्ट, वर्ल्ड मैरीटाइम डे 2020 on 24th September is observed globally in the form of an online event. The exact date of celebrating World Maritime Day is left to the individual governments but is usually celebrated during the last week in September. The theme of World Maritime Day 2020 is Sustainable Shipping for a Sustainable Planet. Sustainable Shipping for a Sustainable Planet, which provides an excellent opportunity to raise awareness of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals and to showcase the work that the International Maritime Organization and its member states are undertaking to achieve the targets. International Maritime Organization headquarter location is London, UK. Founded on 17th March 1948 and its Secretary General is Kai-Tak Lim. Next, former Australian cricketer and renowned commentator Dane Jones passed away. He made his debut for Australia in a test match in the West Indies in 1984. He played 52 tests and 164 ODs for Australia between 1984 and 1994. Before venturing into the commentary. He scored almost 9,500 international runs. Next, Minister of State for Railways Suresh Angari passes away. He is the first member of the Union Cabinet to die due to coronavirus. Suresh Angari was a 4-time Lok Sabha MP from Karnataka's Belagavi constituency. He was elected in 2004, 2014 and 2019. Bollywood actor Bhupesh Pandya passes away, who is best known for his role in Ayushman Khurrana's debut film Vicky Donor has passed away. He was an alumnus of National School of Drama. Next one is Central Pollution Central Board celebrates its 46th Foundation Day. The CPCB, Central Pollution Control Board, was established on September 23rd, 1974 under the Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1974 as a technical arm of central government for environmental research, monitoring, regulation and enforcement in the country. Next, Kritagya Hackathon by National Agriculture Higher Education Project of ICAR, the Indian Council of Agricultural Research. Indian Council of Agricultural Research, that is called ICAR, under National Agricultural Higher Education Project, that is called NAHEP. So the hackathon named Kritagya has been planned by the Indian Council of Agriculture Research under National Agriculture Higher Education Project. This hackathon has been planned to promote potential technology solutions for enhancing farm mechanization with special emphasis on women-friendly equipments. Students, faculties and innovators, entrepreneurs from any university, technical institutions across the country can apply and participate in the event in the form of a group. Kritagya will give an opportunity to the students, faculties, entrepreneurs, innovators and other stakeholders to showcase their innovative approaches and technology solutions to promote farm mechanization in India. Next news is India holds webinar with Israel on defense industry global outreach. A webinar was held between the India and Israel under the aegis of Development of Defense Production, Ministry of Defence through SIDM. The theme of webinar was Indian Defence Industry Global Outreach for Collaborative Partnership, Webinar and Expo and Pedagogy. This national webinar was organized under Shikshak Parv initiative. Shikshak Parv initiative. The webinar was organized to highlight the salient features of the new education policy, NEP 2020. Shikshak Parv is being celebrated from 8th September to 25th September 2020 to facilitate the teachers and to take new education policy 2020 forward. Pradhan Mantri Modi has launched the Fit India Age Appropriate Fitness Protocols at Fit India Dialogue. These fitness protocols have been prepared with the help of fitness enthusiasts for fitness and good health. It has been prepared for 3 age categories, which includes 5 to 18 years, 18 to 65 years and 65 plus age category. The Fit India movement was envisioned and launched by PM Modi on August 29, 2019. The Fit India Dialogue is another effort to involve citizens of the country to draw out a plan to make India a fit nation. President of Somalia, Mohammed Abdullah Mohammed, has appointed Mohammed Hussein Roble as the new Prime Minister of Somalia. He will replace former Prime Minister Hassan Ali Khaire, who was voted out of office by Parliament in July for failing to pave the way for fully democratic elections due to before 2021. Somalia capital is Mogadishu and Somalia's currency is Somali shilling. Assam government launched Mukhyamantri Gramya Parivahan Achoni Yojana. The Chief Minister of Assam, Sarvanand Sonowal, has launched this Yojana of the State Transport Department. Under the scheme, light motor vehicle service would be launched in all the villages of the state to improve rural connectivity and general employment in the villages. In the first phase of the scheme, 10,000 villages would be covered with a financial outlay of Rs 100 crores. The state government shall financially assist the eligible entrepreneurs with 25% of the cost of the vehicle or Rs 1 lakh, whichever is less. Chief Minister of Assam is Sarvanand Sonowal and Governor is Jagdish Mukhi. The Chief Minister of Rajasthan, Ashok Gehlot, has approved the Rajasthan State Road Transport Corporation's scheme called Moksha Kalash Yojana 2020. The Moksha Kalash Yojana aims to allow free bus travel to 2 members of the family of the deceased to immerse ashes of their loved ones in the Ganga in Haridwar. The State Road Transport Corporation would be the nodal agency to run the scheme and the expenses would be borne by the Devsthan Department. Passengers will be required to register for availing the facility by providing details including about the dead person. Rajasthan Chief Minister name is Ashok Gehlot, Governor is Kalraj Mishra and capital is Jaipur. IDFC First Bank will launch SafePay, a contactless debit card based payment facility. This payment facility will allow contactless debit card payments by simply waving one smartphone against a near field communication NFC near field communication enabled POS terminal. SafePay embeds near field communication technology in the IDFC First mobile application to enable secure payments using a debit card issued by the bank. A social distancing way to pay. SafePay enables contactless payment of up to rupees 2000 per transaction and up to a limit of 20,000 per day, making everyday purchases easy. Managing Director and CEO of IDFC First Bank is V. Vaidyanathan. Headquarters of IDFC Bank is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. The National Medicinal Plants Board NMPB, Ministry of Ayush, has signed an MoU with the major Ayush and herbal industry bodies to promote medical plant cultivation. Through this, Ministry of Ayush would provide the sustainable supply of quality raw material to Ayush and herbal industry. Important keys is Minister of State of Ayurveda, Yoga and Naturopathy and Siddha and Homeopathy, that is Ayush, is Shripad Yesu Nayak. Shripad Yesu Nayak. A joint venture of public sector undertaking under the Ministry of Power, Government of India, Energy Efficiency Services Limited EESL, Energy Efficiency Services Limited has appointed Rajat Sood as its new managing director from immediate effect. He takes charges from S. Gopal, director, who was given the additional charge as interim MD. Prior to joining EESL, he worked as an executive vice president at Sterlite Power Transmission Limited. The chairman of this company is Rajiv Sharma and its headquarters is in New Delhi, India. The Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, MeitY, and Niti Aayog will organize a summit on artificial intelligence, RAISE 2020, Responsible Artificial Intelligence for Social Empowerment 2020 from October 5 to 9, 2020. The program is called RAISE 2020. CEO of Niti Aayog is Amitabh Kant and Union Minister for Electronics and Information Technology is Ravi Shankar Prasad. Next, the United Kingdom and the United Nations are going to co-organize a global climate summit on December 12, 2020 to mark the 5th anniversary of the signing of the Paris Climate Agreement in 2015. Prime Minister of UK Boris Johnson and capital of the United Kingdom is London. World Pharmacist Day is observed globally on 25th September every year. This day is celebrated to create awareness about the role of a pharmacist is in improving health. This year theme is Transforming Global Health. Theme was Transforming Global Health. Next, legendary singer S.P. Balasubramaniam has passed away. He made his singing debut in 1966 with Telugu movie Shri Maryada Ramanna. He has sung over 40,000 songs in as many as 16 languages including Telugu, Tamil, Malayalam, Kannada and Hindi. S.P. Balasubramaniam bagged his first national award for Shankhabhabranam. The second time he won the national award for his first Hindi song Tere Mere Beech Mein in the film For Ek Duje Ke Liye. The 51st edition of the International Film Festival of India IFFI will be held from 16th to 24th January next year in Goa. Earlier, it was scheduled to be held from 20th November to 28th November this year. It has also been jointly decided to hold the festival on new dates as per the International Film Festival guidelines and protocols. The festival will be conducted in a virtual and physical format. All COVID-related protocols will be strictly enforced as per the festival convened recently in the International Film Festival circuit. Next, a leading personal computer brand, SR India, has appointed actor Sonu Sood as its brand ambassador. As the brand ambassador of SR India, Sonu Sood will support the range of innovative products of SR over the social media and campaign on the commitment of SRs in improving the lives of the people through technology. The president and managing director of SR is Harish Kohli, and its headquarters is in Bangalore, Karnataka. The next one is the Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has launched a unified portal called URISE. Uttar Pradesh is the first state to launch such a unified portal along with the implementation of the National Education Policy NEP 2020. The URISE portal would empower the students by providing them with practical and technical knowledge ranging from online exams, digital content, digital assessment, digital examination papers, webinars, internship, e-library, recorded video content to employment, counseling and getting employment in the state. Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh is Yogi Adityanath and Governor is Anandiben Patel. Next, the Reserve Bank of India will implement the Technology Vision for Cyber Security for Urban Cooperative Banks. UCB stands for Urban Cooperative Banks 2020 to 2023 to enhance the IT security system of urban cooperative banking to prevent, detect, respond to and recover from cyber attacks. The Technology Vision document aims at enhancing the cyber security posture of the urban cooperative banking sector against evolving IT and cyber threat environment. RBI will achieve this objective using its 5-pillared strategic approach GUARD. Next, Flight Lieutenant Shivangi Singh to become the first woman fighter pilot of India to fly the Rafale combat aircraft that was formally inducted into the Indian Air Force IAF September 10, 2020. She is one of the 10 Indian women fighter pilots in IAF. 5 Rafale aircraft were formally inducted into the IAF's 17th Squadron Golden Arrows on September 10, 2020 at a function held at Air Force Station Ambala, Haryana. The Chief of the Air Staff is Rakesh Kumar Singh Bahaduria, and the motto of the Indian Air Force is Touch the Sky with Glory. Next, India ranked 89th in World Risk Report 2020. According to the World Risk Index 2020, India ranked 89th spot among 181 countries. The World Risk Index or WRI has been developed in cooperation with the United Nations Universities Institute for Environment and Human Security and calculated by the International Law of Peace and Armed Conflict. India is behind Sri Lanka, Bhutan and Maldives in terms of abilities to cope with extreme disasters, lack of adaptive capacities and the preparedness to deal with extreme events. According to the report, the global hotspots are in Oceania, Southeast Asia, Central America, West and Central Africa. Here is a list of the top 2 countries. So the first rank will cover by Vanuatu, second one is Tonga. India's rank is 89 and the last 181 position was held by Qatar. Next, Kerala has won the United Nations Interagency Task Force on the Prevention and Control of Non-Communicable Disease Awards 2020 for its outstanding contribution towards the non-communicable disease-related sustainable development goals. Kerala has been awarded for the tireless service of the state in the health sector. This is the first time for Kerala to be recognized by the annual UN award, and along with Kerala, 6 other health ministries across the globe have won the 2020 UNICEF award. WHO Director General name is Tedros Adhanom. WHO headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland, and Chief Minister of Kerala is Pinarayi Vijayan and Governor is Arif Mohammed Khan. World Environment Health Day is observed globally on 26 September every year. This day is celebrated to shed the light on important work of environmental health around the world. The theme for the 2020 World Environment Health Day was Environment Health, a key public health invention in disease pandemic prevention. It was established in 1986 and is based on London, England. Next, the United Nations observe 26 September every year as the International Day for the Total Elimination of Nuclear Weapons. The day provides an occasion for the world community to reaffirm its commitment to global nuclear disarmament as a priority. It provides an opportunity to educate the public and their leaders about the real benefits of eliminating such weapons and the social and economic costs of perpetuating them. Next, India observes Antyodaya Divas on 25th September every year. This day is celebrated to mark the birth anniversary of Pandit Din Dayal Upadhyay. The day was declared by the Modi government on September 25, 2014. Antyodaya means uplifting the poorest of the poor. Veteran atomic scientist and former chairman of Atomic Energy Commission, Shekhar Basu, passed away due to COVID-19. He served as the Secretary to the Government of India, Department of Atomic Energy, and as Director of Bhabha Atomic Research Center. He was born on September 20, 1952 in Mirzapur, Bihar. Bollywood actor Aamir Khan becomes brand ambassador of CEAT, a tire company of RPG Enterprise Rama Prasad Goenka Group. CEAT Limited has signed Indian actor Aamir Khan as its brand ambassador for 2 years. Union Home Minister Shri Amit Shah has inaugurated the Destination Northeast 2020 festival. The festival will be held with the theme of the emerging delightful destination, which speaks of the tourism destinations emerging stronger and more attractive when the sector picks up momentum. The 4-day program will feature audio-visual presentation of the tourist spots of the states and the region, messages from state icons and achievers, introduction to prominent local entrepreneurs, and virtual exhibition of handcrafts and traditional fashion and local products. Next, India has entered into a memorandum of understanding with Denmark in the field of intellectual property cooperation. The Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade signed the MoU with the Danish Patent and Trademark Office, Ministry of Industry, Business and Financial Affairs, Kingdom of Denmark. Capital of Denmark is Copenhagen and currency is Danish krone. Regulatory and Development Authority of India, IRDAI, has identified Life Insurance Corporation of India, LIC, General Insurance Corporation of India, GIC, and New India Assurance as domestic systematically important insurers. IRDAI has also subsequently decided to subject the 3 insurers to enhanced regulatory supervision. Chairman of IRDAI is Subhash C. Khuntia. Next, the Prime Minister designate of Lebanon, Mustafa Adib, has announced his resignation following his failure to form a new cabinet. Mustafa Adib, Lebanon's former ambassador to Germany, was selected for the post on 31st August 2020. The previous government led by Hassan Diab resigned following the Beirut port blast on August 4 that killed some 200 people and left thousands homeless. Capital of Lebanon is Beirut and currency is Lebanese pound. Next, the Asian Development Bank has approved a $300 million loan to finance inclusive water supply and sanitization infrastructure and service in secondary towns of Rajasthan. The project is expected to build city-wide access for improved water supply services for about 5.7 lakh people. It will also enhance the sanitization services for about 7.2 lakh people in at least 14 secondary towns. Next, the Reserve Bank of India has announced that it will launch Positive Pay system for check truncation system from 1st January 2021. The positive pay system will be developed by the National Payments Corporation of India (NPCI) and make it available to participant banks. Banks will be required to enable the system for all account holders issuing checks for amounts rupees 550,000 and above. While availing of this facility is at the discretion of the account holder, banks may consider making it mandatory in case of checks for amounts rupees 5 lakhs and above. Next, the National Council of Applied Economic Research (NCAER) has projected the GDP growth for the Indian economy at 12.6% for 2020-21, with the remaining 3 quarters expected to witness a fall. For 2021 to 2022, NCAR projects the GDP of India to grow by 7%. Next, the Board of Control for Cricket in India (BCCI) has appointed Neetu David, one of finest women cricketer of India in the late 90s and early 2000s, as the chairman of the 5-member Women's National Selection Panel. The other member of the newly elected panel includes Mithu Mukherjee, Renu Margaret, Arati Vidya and V. Kalpana. The Neetu David-led panel has been appointed for a period of 4 years. It replaces the previous panel led by Hemlata Kala, whose term ended in March 2020. BCCI CEO name is Hemang Amin, President is Saurav Ganguly, headquarters is in Mumbai, Maharashtra and founded on December 1928. The next news is Valtteri Bottas has won the Formula 1 Russian Grand Prix 2020 held at Sochi Autodrome, Russia. This is his second win of the season. Max Verstappen came second, followed by the 6-time world champion Lewis Hamilton, who stood third because of penalties. Next, the 4th edition of biennial Japan-India Maritime Bilateral Exercise (GMEX) Japan-India Maritime Bilateral Exercise kicked off in the Northern Arabian Sea. It is being conducted in a non-contact at sea only format in view of COVID-19 restrictions. From India, the warships Chennai, Teg, Tarkash and fleet tanker Deepak will represent the Indian Navy, while Japanese warships Kaga and Izakushi will represent Japan in the drill. Next, World Rabies Day is observed globally on 20th September every year. This day is celebrated to raise awareness about the impact of rabies on human and animals, provide information and advice on how to prevent the disease and take efforts to control rabies. The theme for the 14th WRD in 2020 is End Rabies, Collaborate and Vaccinate. This year's theme focuses on vaccination and collaboration. Next, the International Day for the Universal Access to Information is observed globally on 28th September every year. Universal access to information means that everyone has the right to seek, receive and impart information for healthy and inclusive knowledge societies. The theme for International Day for the Universal Access to Information 2020 is Saving Lives, Building Trust and Bringing Hope. World Tourism Day is observed globally on 27 September every year. The purpose of this day is to raise awareness on the role of tourism within the international community and to demonstrate how it affects social, cultural, political and economic values worldwide. This date was chosen by the United Nations World Tourism Organization as on that day in 1970, the statutes of the UNWTO were adopted. The 2020 edition of World Tourism Day with the theme of Tourism and Rural Development will celebrate the unique role that tourism plays in providing opportunities outside of big cities and preserving cultural and natural heritage all around the world. Next, renowned economist Dr. Ishar Judge Ahluwalia passed away. She served as a director and then the chairperson of Delhi-based Indian Council for Research on International Economic Relations (ICRIER) for a total of 15 years and built ICRIER into a leading global think tank. She was awarded the third highest civilian award, Padma Bhushan, in 2009 for her service in the field of education and literature. The former Union Minister Jaswant Singh passed away. He was born in Jasol village of Barmar district in Rajasthan in 1938. He had served as the External Affairs Minister, Defence Minister, and Finance Minister of India during the then Prime Minister of Atal Bihari Vajpayee's cabinet. Prior to pursuing a career in politics with the Bharatiya Janata Party, Mr. Singh was an officer in the Indian Army in the 1950s and 60s. Jaswant Singh was last elected in the Lok Sabha in 2009. He was expelled from the BJP in 2009 when his book Jinnah, India Partition Independence was published, in which he reportedly praised the founder of Pakistan, Muhammad Ali Jinnah.